I want you to focus on what Joseph was given in this. Joseph, a mere slave, like a Hebrew slave, ain't got no worth to no one, was entrusted with everything that Potiphar owned. Everything except the wife, right? Nothing was off limits. The clothes he wore, Potiphar gave. You know they weren't Joseph's. He came in shackles and probably a loincloth. His robe got ripped to shreds and dipped in blood so that they could lie to the father and say that the youngest son had been eaten by wild animals, right? He came with nothing but shackles. And everything he had was dependent on his master. But his master gave him everything, even as a slave. Everything. I'm talking the food he ate, the clothes he wore, the authority he had, the roof over his head. Everything was his, and Joseph realized it. And because he realized it, God was able to prosper that household. Potiphar didn't care about anything, hadn't worried for nothing except the food he ate. Think of it. A slave giving that much authority in the house, access to everything. What he said was law. He was greater than anybody else in the household next to Potiphar, right? As a slave, he had that authority and walked in it. See what I'm talking about? Like, it's one thing to be given it, it's another thing to walk in it. Joseph stepped up and daggone walked in that house. Whether his master was there or not, whether anybody else knew, he held himself accountable and he walked in the authority given to him. I'm asking you tonight, are you doing the same with your walk in God? Because don't you realize the kingdom is yours? Like, Joseph was a slave in this, and yet he was given the entire household. You a slave to God. Don't you understand? You've been bought at a price. You are no longer your own. He hung and paid the ultimate price that you might have life through him. He now owns you. You are not your own. You have been sold. You are a love slave to God. He loved, therefore you can love in return. And everything like Joseph that he has is yours. A mere slave. Think about this. Like, if Potiphar would do that with Joseph, your God is showing you that the same I did with Joseph, in this situation, I'm doing with you. Everything I have is yours. Not a mere slave. You feel me?